is she like the Britney Spears of like Cantonese pop music? All right, guys, so let's just dive right into this. This is more of, well, I've been told by my wonderful subtitler. Can we give a shout out to the subtitler? Woo, woo, woo! But I feel like, or she said that this is more of an educational experience for me. So, and you guys know I am all about the learning right now. I am just on a whole learning wave. So let's get into this.
Anita Mui was a Hong Kong singer and actress who made major contributions to the cantopop music scene and received numerous awards and honors. She remained an idol throughout her career and is regarded as Queen of Cantopop. She was dubbed as the Daughter of Hong Kong and is considered one of the most iconic cantopop singers.
Okay, so then I have a question. Is if she's a cantopop, like the princess of pop in America was Britney Spears. So is she like the Britney Spears of like Cantonese pop music? I think it's interesting.
In 1982, encouraged by her sister, 18-year-old Anita competed in a TV singing contest. There, Anita won first place, beating over 3,000 contestants with the song, The Windy Season, originally sung by Paula Tsui. The following performance was recorded in 1991, almost 10 years after she rose to fame. Anita Mui was singing The Windy Season again with her idol, Paula Tsui, who's also the original singer of the song. You can also see then 29-year-old Michelle Yeoh.
First to win an Oscar. Wow. Oh my goodness, I was not expecting this tone from her. The cantopop thing threw me off. I'm expecting like, hit me baby one more time. Like I'm expecting like a bright poppy Britney Spears type of sound. This sound is like not even like if I were to close my eyes, I wouldn't know who was singing that. I'm surprised by the tone, like just right off the top. Wow, impressive. And can we just say this is so like, what is this, 80s? Like you can tell by the clothes. It's unique. Her tone is absolutely unequivocally unique. My goodness. Wow. I can't even mimic that. I like and I respect how she's doing the but she's holding it and like letting it resonate here. At the ends of some of her phrases instead of sun or sun, which completely changes the vibe. So love that. Wow. Okay, so she has a beautiful tone as well. I see that she is older and obviously more seasoned, and it's interesting, but the depth and the richness of her voice is comparable to the 29-year-old singer. But the Anita, her tone is just like, it's you can't, I've never heard anything like that before. And while Paula's voice complements it, she is not touching Anita. I'm sorry. It's beautiful. It's just unique. Anita is unbelievably unique, her tone.
風沙吹想到時季節變更，夢中醒卻歲月如飛奔。
Or maybe I spoke too soon because that sounds similar. I don't know. I'm just on a ride right now. My goodness.
是否早啲下來，你話我也會變心，慨嘆怎麼會夠下。
I like the little picture in there. Sometimes when I listen to singers singing in different languages, there's a little bit of a nasal quality that you hear that really shines through, and it's almost distinctive. Like, you know it's this language because you hear this. And with her, like, I can hear that distinctive quality, but I can also hear the training and the technique of keeping that quality while also getting the space and the clarity that is needed. I think that the professionalism is really, really shining through on her. And I like how the cadence of the lyrics, it's kind of like a bounce. Dun, 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 and it's so smooth. It's not, I guess someone could call it choppy, but I wouldn't necessarily say choppy. I would say it's got a bounce to it, which adds its own, a whole different layer to the music. You know what's also really beautiful is that she came onto the stage and she did an entire song that is not necessarily talking about rainbows and sunshine, but she did it with a beautiful, most graceful smile. And then Anita came back on stage. Everybody just so beautiful, graceful, even how the dresses flow. It's so beautiful and graceful. So it sends a different message, not just the message that the lyrics are talking about, but also like, I'm gonna be okay. You know what I mean? And everything is great, even though all these different things have occurred. I kind of like that element as well.
Anita was famed for her outrageous costumes and high-powered performances in tandem with contralto vocals, revolutionized cantopop in the 80s with her wild dancing and on-stage femininity.
First of all, I am a contralto. I don't know if you guys know that, but that is technically what I am. And then the on-stage femininity, it just shined through. Like I said, unbelievable grace.
During her entire career, Anita Mui released 50 albums in total, held 300 concerts, starred in more than 40 films. She founded several charitable organizations in different countries, including the US, and organized fundraising concerts in response to various tragedies. In 2003, Anita announced that she had cervical cancer, from which her older sister had also died. She held a series of 8 shows as her last concerts before death.
Wow.
The following footage was recorded on 15 November 2003, her last ever performance.
Wow.
我着婚紗好睇啊！我係一個歌手，但係我亦都係一個演員。着婚紗唔係我第一次，不過冇一次係屬於我自己嘅。呢個亦都係我可能係我一生嘅遺憾。但係我有你哋嘅愛，我又將呢個遺憾又填補晒。
Wow. What a heavy statement,
我將我自己
especially considering everything. Wow, that is beautiful.
嫁俾音樂，嫁咗俾你哋。
Wow. Oh, that's so heartbreaking.
以下落嚟呢，將為我揀最後嘅一首嘅歌送俾大家。我成日覺得夕陽同埋黃昏都好靚，但係好短暫。我哋應該係更加去珍惜，更加去快啲去爭取你哋身邊想要嘅嘢。如果唔係眨下眼，我哋就咩都冇晒。所以以下落嚟呢隻歌，我揀嘅原因係因為佢可以代表我嘅心聲，亦都係入邊每一句歌詞我都覺得好有意思。所以最後落嚟揀嘅呢首歌俾你聽，《夕陽之歌》，希望你中意。
斜陽無限，看海只一息間燦爛。
What note? Is that what she did? Wow. I don't think that I've ever heard a woman go on any kind of big stage and give me I'm sorry, I'm gonna go back. I need to hear that again. Like what? Wow.
海只一息間燦爛，隨雲下漸散，逝去的光彩不復還。遲遲年月，難耐這一生的變幻。如浮雲聚散，纏結這滄桑的捲壓。漫長路，驟覺光陰退減，歡欣總短暫未再返。哪個看透我夢想是平淡？曾遇上幾多風雨翻，編織我交錯夢幻。曾遇你真心的臂彎，伴我走過患難。不過中路上紛擾波折再一彎，一天想到歸去，但已晚。
So love the vibrato there at the end. That was beautiful. I don't know about you guys, but I just like, first of all, did she write this song? Because if she did, even if she didn't, it is like the perfect illustration of all the different things that are going on right now. The amount of sheer strength and I don't know, what is the word when you're like reflective, but like, I can't even think of it. I just think that it's so beautiful that this whole thing that she's doing with her audience, with her music, and it feels like a hug. Is it just me? Does it feel like a hug to you guys? And what a rare and precious, beautiful moment to hug her. One of her last moments, which is crazy and it's sad. It's so sad and unfortunate because I personally feel very, very strongly about how understudied women's health is. And that just strikes a different nerve with me. But still, she made it so beautiful. And I also want to say that I feel like her tone and her delivery. So I told you guys before when she was in her 20s, I'm like, wow, this is her tone is unmatched. This is beautiful. It's amazing. It's unique. And it feels honed. It feels like it is like a fine wine that has been crafted now. That's how it's coming across. Like every note is flawless. Every slide, every everything, even the way she's holding a note with her mouth closed, like everything. I even love how, I think I already said, I love how she went super deep. Like, that is a flex. I love that. And I, like I said, I have not seen anybody go on big stages like that and just give some credit to the contraltos. You know what I'm saying? So I like that a lot. The whole time I'm thinking like, oh, I hope she's careful. Please don't fall. And she's gonna sing. And then she's, not only is she walking up the stairs in a big, beautiful dress where she could trip at any time. And mind you, that happens because Beyonce totally tripped. But she went down to that deep note and turns around and to sing to me? Like, what? I like that.
逝去的光彩不復還，遲遲年月，難耐這一生的變幻，如浮雲聚散，如浮雲飛散，纏結這滄桑的捲壓，漫長路驟覺光陰退減。 歡欣總短暫未再返，那個看透我夢想是平淡。曾遇上幾多風雨翻，編織我交錯夢幻。曾遇你真心的臂彎，伴我走過患難。奔波中心灰淡，路上紛擾波折。
It's a you're so funny, you're literally if you're making that sound, then you're singing through your nose. And you'll hear all the time singer or coaches will say, you're not supposed to sing through your nose, you're not supposed to, and essentially you're not, but sometimes we do. Like, there's no blanket statement in singing. And what she just did right there was a very good example of how to properly sing through your nose. You can tell that she's supported there. You can tell that there is no space, like none. But yet, it's not affecting the pitch, it's not affecting the tone, and it sounds really pretty. So that is a really good example. If you're ever wondering what it sounds like when you sing through your nose and it's in a good way, that's a really good example. I was just gonna say, good Lord. I was literally thinking, is it just me or does this feel incredibly symbolic? Like, especially considering that this was one of her last performances and then the doors opened and bam, that just confirmed it for me. It feels very, very symbolic and it just makes it 10 times more beautiful. Oh, yeah, like I can't stop thinking about the big picture and just focus on the vocals because there's so many different layers to this performance. It's unbelievable. Oh, and that's it. Oh. Oh. Wow. Wow. A month after this performance, wow. She passed out as soon as stepping off the stage. Oh, her friend caught her from, my goodness. Oh. I do not want to open up my own personal can of worms in regards to that, but I can, oh my goodness. I understand and I am like, Wow. Wow. The amount of dedication to continue doing this thing that you love up until you literally physically cannot. It shows a love for the craft, a love for the people, a love for the music. And then to be able to do that with such grace all the way into the end, it's like a wonderful example of, be who you are and do what you love until you cannot. There is no other reason to exist. So I respect this woman, and I just met her, and I am very grateful to have experienced this. Thank you so much for suggesting this. And guys, I definitely want to hear what you have to say. I want to know your thoughts, any other details that you might know about her. Like, I would really like to know more about her and her life and everything. This is quite impactful, actually, quite impactful. So thank you. And I'll see you guys in the next video.